So this lesson teaches you how to compare two linear functions. This is a linear function in the form of a table. This is the linear function in the form of a line. Now, it's easier to write the equation of a linear function in a graph because you can look at the graph and find the information that you need. So first we must remember that slope equals rise over run. So we look at the graph, we find a point, we go up and over. We'll see that if we go up 1 and over 1, we're back to the line. So the slope is 1. Everywhere on this graph, if we go up 1 over 1, we're back to the line. Up 1 over 1, we're back to the line. Up 1 over 1, we're back to the line. So this is the slope of 1. Now the y-intercept, or b, is where it crosses the y-axis. And so it crosses at 2. So b equals 2. This is the y-axis. And the b value is 2 because it crosses the y-axis at 2. So the equation of function b is y equals 1x plus 2. Now, we've got to do the same thing for over here. It's a little bit more difficult because we have to use the two formulas that we know. The first one is y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1 is the slope. So, I'm going to use a negative 10 minus a negative 12. I can choose any y values that I want, but once I have chosen y values, I must use the x that goes with it. Negative 6 goes with negative 10. There's the minus in the formula. Negative 7 goes with negative 12. Negative 7 goes with negative 12. So double negatives make positives. So I now have negative 10 plus 12 over negative 6 plus 7. Little math there, and that is 2 over 1, which is 2. Negative 10 plus 12 is 2. Negative 6 plus 7 is 1, and 2 over 1 is 2. Now, I now must use the formula y minus y1 equals slope times x minus s1 to find the equation. This is called slope point. So that's going to be y minus, I choose any y, I choose 18, equals to the slope, which is 2, x minus s1. Since I chose 18, I must choose 8. So that is y minus 18 equals to 2x minus 16, because 2 times x is 2x, and 2 times negative 8 is negative 16. The opposite of subtracting 18 is to add 18, so I have y is equal to 2x plus 2. So the equation for function a is y equals 2x plus 2. So we can compare linear functions in one of three ways. The first way is slope. So the slope of function a is 2 because that's the number in front of the x. The slope of function b is 1 because that's the number in front of the x. So we can say the slope of function a is larger, greater, bigger than the slope of function b. Now, so the first way is we compare the slope. The slope is the number from the x. We also can compare y-intercepts. Y-intercepts are the numbers behind the x, or the plus b value. Well, it's 2, and it is 2. So the y-intercepts are the same. So we can say the y-intercepts of function a equals, is the same, is equivalent to function b. So the y-intercept of function a equals the y-intercept of function b. Alright, so that is the second way, is we can compare using the y-intercepts. Now, The last way is we can compare using a random point, such as -2. The fancy word is substitution, where we replace the x by -2. So that becomes y equals to 2 times -2 plus 2. Remember that it's just function a. In place of the x, I put -2. Do a little math, and that is -4 plus 2, so y equals -2. If you remember, function b is y equals to x plus 2. So substitute in, that's -2 plus 2, so that is y equals 0. So the value is -2 on function A, it is 0 on function B. So the value of function A at x equals -2 is smaller or less than y value at x equals -2 of function B. Now, another way we can look at this is we can look at a table and an equation. So, this is a little bit easier because we already have one equation. Now we have to look at this and do the same thing we did before by finding the slope and the y-intercept. So we'll start with function A over here. We'll find the slope using the slope formula, y2 minus y1 over x2 minus x1. Just as before, choose any one you want. I'm going to choose -13 minus a minus 23. And because I chose -13, I have to choose -3 minus, because I chose -23, I have to choose -5. Double negatives make positives. So I have a +10 over a +2, which is 5. Then using y minus y1 equals 2, slope times x minus x1, I can plug in to y minus, I'm going to choose -8. The slope is 5. X minus minus, and because I choose -8, the x is -2. Double negatives become positive. So y plus 8 equals 5x plus 10. Subtract the 8, and y equals 5x plus 2. Now, so I have a slope of 5 and a y-intercept of 2 for A. And I have a slope of 4 and a y-intercept of -2 for B. Now, comparing the slope. Well, the slope of A is 5, and the slope of B is 4, so we say the slope of function A is larger than the slope of function B. We can compare the y-intercepts. Well, the y-intercept of function A is a +2, and the slope and the y-intercept of function B is -1. So the y-intercept of function A is larger than function B. And finally, the third way to compare is we choose a random point. We chose -2. So we have function A is y equals to 5x plus 2. Plug in a -2. 5 times -2 plus 2, so that's y equals negative 10 plus 2, so y equals negative 8. Y equals, function b is 4x minus 1, so y equals 4 times negative 2 plus 2, so y equals to a negative 8 plus 2, so y equals negative 6. Well, negative 6 is larger than negative 8, or negative 8 is less than negative 6. So we'll say that the y value of function a at x equals negative 2 is, that's negative 8, is less or smaller than the y value of function b at x equals negative 2. So I hope this is helpful. So yeah. That's not right. It's wrong. It's 5 times negative 10. Lower equals 23. Negative 13. That's 10. That's 2.